Welcome back, everybody. We are here once again with a Purple Rain stream for you all. I am Evan Kettler, and today I'm here with a new caster on the scene. We have got Miss Kayla Lucas.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today.
I'm glad that you are excited. I am also excited. You saw me, I guess, a couple days ago since this does go up on the Saturdays, but I am obviously not a new face, and obviously this is not a new tournament. As we have mentioned in the 5 previous streams now, GCU Esports is hosting the Purple Rain tournament, which is the first ever women's Valorant collegiate scene to exist, thanks to Rockstar.
So, Esports and Purple Rain are both powered by Rockstar Energy. Their energy keeps you feeling like a rock star and energized throughout the day.
Yep, I've already had one today, and I might end up having a second one after this stream, depending on how these games go. Last night was a nail-biter, with TMU taking the first map 13-1.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It is. Against the undefeated North Texas as well. I mean, we were expecting North Texas to sweep that. You know, it is the confidence that TMU has had in their uniqueness and their play style. They love to play super aggressive, and it showed in that first map that North Texas couldn't figure out at first how to handle it. So TMU was able to come out and find that first game with only 1 round loss. But then obviously, if you were tuning in last night, they lost the next 2 in a horrible fashion, losing 13-6 and then 13-8. So how you've been, maybe not on stream, but you have been paying attention a little bit. I know I've seen you behind the scenes here. What has been your takeaway from Purple Rain as a whole tournament?
I absolutely love Purple Rain. I think it's very fascinating because, like you said, it's like the first ever women collegiate tournament it's ever done. So obviously, being a woman myself, it's like actually very empowering just to see a bunch of women coming together, playing video games, and I think it's something that even families, and if there's any little kids who's watching it, little girls specifically out there, I think it shows anyone can play video games without making fun of, because anyone can play video games. I play video games myself, and I think it's really fun.
Absolutely, and that is what we are here all about at GCU Esports, the inclusion into the esports scene for women and just anybody who wants to play video games, and especially anybody who wants to compete at a collegiate level. But we are going to get into our matchup here today. We have got the University of Delaware Sphinx facing off against the University of North Texas, who is now 5-0 on the season, one of only 3 undefeated teams. And looking at these lineups, you've seen the 5 from North Texas: Bob, Sage, Akeo, Jelly, and Lilac. And Delaware, you've seen, it's been a couple weeks, but we've got Simi, Katewin, Jade is Who, Chrissy Ray, and Kelp. An absolutely fantastic lineup from both teams. University of Delaware taking the week 1 win over Mizzou, I believe, in that first match. And then now they are 3-2 on the season, so they are looking to take that 4th win and give North Texas their first loss.
Do you think it's going to happen today? Do you think North Texas could have their first loss today?
You know, I think it is definitely a possibility. University of Delaware is definitely a school to compete with. Only 3-2, obviously losing to a couple larger schools. Looking at the standings here, like I mentioned before, North Texas, only 1 of 3 schools. University of Waterloo and the University of California, San Diego. Got to remember. I wanted to say University of Central San Diego, but it's not Central. It's California. Those both teams are 6-0 right now. We are in the 6th round right now. That is the game that is happening. They have already played their matches. Waterloo taking a 2-0 victory over TMU, I believe, and then UCSD also taking a 2-0 victory. North Texas looking to get up there with the dominant showings of those 2 schools. And then, like I mentioned before, UD Sphinx looking to get their 4th win. They're just on that 6th spot crest, just behind Snaily Clan. Snaily Clan is right there under Western Wings on the 4-1 spot. So all of these teams still having easy contention for the playoff spot. We've got just a few weeks left. I believe it's 4 or 5 weeks left into the Purple Rain tournament before we get into playoffs.
Ooh, that's going to be a very exciting time. So making sure you guys are streaming into these next couple of streams, and because once playoffs are happening, it is going to be wild.
Yeah, so we've got 7 weeks round robin. Now each week, I believe, is 2 rounds. So we have got 14 rounds of Valorant to play here. Obviously, you saw that we are in the 6th round right now. So we've still got another 8 rounds, another 4 weeks of Purple Rain tournament left for you guys. Obviously, Rockstar, once again, thank you for sponsoring that $5,000 prize pool that goes directly into the pockets of the players.
That's amazing.
Yep. And I believe you saw in the matchup video, if you kind of pay attention, there's a little video behind it. But first map, we are going to Ascent, which is actually the only map to have been picked in every single game so far. It has this matchup tonight makes it the 22nd time that Ascent has been picked in Purple Rain.
That's crazy. Why do you think Ascent is such a popular map to pick among these teams?
Ascent is such a staple. We've Eli and I have talked about this. Micah and I have talked about this. Ascent is such a staple to the Valorant community. It's such a well-known map. It has never left the competitive rotation. It has never gotten an update. It is just a simple who can play the map better. So there's no gimmicks. There's no. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I felt a sneeze coming on there. We're good. But there's no gimmicks. There's no big. This one thing can decide the game. It is purely which team has the better comp, which team has the better skill, and which team can come out on top. And obviously, TMU showing that North Texas may need to figure out their Ascent comp just a little bit better. Obviously, that 13-1 loss was on the Ascent map. So we are looking to skip into here, and as I mentioned, Ascent being the 22nd picked map, I've got a couple of little other random stats for you guys. We kind of get the stat lines here at GCU Esports on the Purple Rain stream. To shout out just a few players, Brooklyn from Waterloo has the top KD of the league so far with a 3.4. I mean, and for a Valorant tournament, not just for the first 6 weeks, but for Valorant in general, that is fantastic. A 3.4 is a very impressive KD.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
It is. And the next stat I've got for you guys, Taznumi from the Snaily clan. We've seen them play a couple of games so far on stream. They have got the most kills with 236.
Woo!
236. And I believe the next person behind them was at only 196.
Wow, so literally like
40 kills worth in a deficit between Taznumi and the next highest player.
That's crazy. I love that for them.
It is. The most assist goes to Gerb from Western with 135, showing that their role as maybe a support character does not go unnoticed by us. We see all of you guys out there in your support roles getting those assists, throwing those flashes, shooting those recon darts, and making sure that your team and your duelists are getting those kills. And once again, another Taznumi stat coming through. They've been playing absolutely dominant in this Purple Rain tournament so far. 45 spikes planted.
Wow.
That in a game of Valorant, that can be almost detrimental. That timer forcing teams to retake a site can put them in a stressful scenario. And Taznumi is absolutely fantastic at putting the opposing team into those scenarios. Another one, Gerb once again has 14 spikes defused. So to the 45 planted, Gerb's highest defuse is only 14. So we're seeing a lot of rounds getting won off of the spike defusal. We're seeing a lot of post plants being held by these teams. Not very many defusals coming through, but Gerb obviously having 14 to take the highest. And to end it off, we're with Rayla. She has a 44.2% headshot ratio. Almost half of her shots are going to be hitting the heads. But as we end off a couple of little stats there for you guys, we're going to get right into the Ascent map with the draft here. Obviously, North Texas, we saw last night, did decide to play what is considered the meta comp of Valorant. That is going to be the Jet, the KJ, the KO, the Sova, and the Omen. Whew. And then it's looking like Delaware might actually fade into this meta comp again. They did not actually play this week 1. They did end up playing on the Ascent map, but they were not playing the meta comp. So now we are looking for Delaware to actually mirror comp this North Texas team. And now when you see a mirror comp, what do you think?
What do you mean by that?
So you're seeing these characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of them have the exact same abilities. To you, what does it come down to? Who wins this matchup?
I think who has like a better playoff. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of like who can play like their strategy better. Because as you say, like if they all have similar abilities and they do similar things, it just comes down to who can like really do it better in that sense. Like who can have a better strategy.
Absolutely. It all comes down to the offensive and the defensive sides. Who can have a better hold on site? Who can have a better take of site? Who can play those post plants? Who can play those retakes? And as we finish it off, it actually is going to be North Texas fading away from the mirror comp as Bob locks in Cypher instead of that KJ. The first time we have seen KJ leave Ascent in this Purple Rain series so far, at least on stream. A super interesting pick here. We know KJ can have a super dominant hold on these sites. So maybe UT is looking to mix it up a little bit, throw it in UD's face, and then try and get as many rounds as they can off rip.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to get these rounds going. We're seeing the point of view of Saijay. I think that's now Sage. Yeah, now we're in the Chives, just kind of like standing there, just kind of like waiting to see what happens. Like what I've noticed is like during the very beginning of these rounds, most teams are just taking their time. They're like trying to lay of the field, trying to set everything up just to make sure like they can either get in a very efficient win here.
Absolutely. That first round actually having an extra 10 seconds on the clock as opposed to a regular round gives both teams a chance to decide who are they going to attack, where are they going to be targeting, and it looks like UD Sphinx is just going to opt in for a default here, get some intel as they find two players on that mid site. A dart comes into Tiles, is going to eject Jade. She's got to be careful to avoid Sage, who does end up getting that headshot.
First kill. All right.
Slows down just a little bit after Jade goes down, and now it is just going to be North Texas with a hold. UD fading, still sitting on that default, maybe fading towards this B side. They've had a fast fight in market. They're looking to and as the drone comes through, it catches Akio. They know that they're Omen. Bob actually going to get a pick. Another one on mid on Chrissy, who is all the way up on Cat. A fantastic showing of gun skills. Shives, an absolutely amazing headshot. Finds a second onto Lilac in Pizza, and the door is closed, and the bomb is going down.
Now we're back. Now we're officially on 3v3 right now, so... then now, if you just didn't hear that just now, the spike has been planted.
Spike is planted. Sage actually gets one in at B main. Chives gets the headshot onto Jelly. And now down to a 2v2. Two players, one to the side of UD and the other to North Texas, both 1 HP. They're going to have to be looking for these trades here as the retake comes through. The paranoia is hit. Sage goes, gets one. Chives, first round ace with the Sheriff. An absolutely dominant showing from UD in round one.
Yeah, that's wow, that's crazy. Because like if we saw at the beginning, like North Texas was like kind of like had like the more like V points, but then like it came towards down the end, and then you have UD Sphinx just take it all.
Absolutely. And North Texas showing Chives on the KJ. Maybe Bob should have avoided the Cypher pick. Maybe should have gone that KJ, having more of a lockdown on these sites. But Chives says it does not matter who you play. I am going to win, and gets that first ace in round one. Going in round two, UD once again going to default here a little bit, trying to get as much info as they can as they wait for North Texas to make a mistake.
If you were like UD Sphinx, like what would be your strategy like going into like this second round of it?
I actually really like the way that UD Sphinx is playing this. They know that North Texas has the lesser weaponry. They have the lighter weapon, the guns. So they're just going to wait for North Texas to make a mistake. As soon as they find one pick, it is going to be super simple for them to shove it down the throat of North Texas. Does not check Pizza. Does get one before he's traded out. Caitlin going to get that trade onto Jelly. Down to a 4v3 to the side of UD Sphinx. They found two players on mid. Sage is going to find one onto Chrissy. And now a fast dash onto this B side. Bob, a great right click finds Chives.
And then Caitlin just took... Caitlin basically eliminated Bob as soon as Bob killed the... I forgot the person's name, but...
It was a tough trade. Caitlin just seconds away, gets that bomb down, and now it is going to be a 2v2 retake to the side of North Texas. Sage just 1 HP, a tough gunfight for these two players. Akeo has the Spectre in hand, though. We've seen them play phenomenally in these clutch scenarios. The smoke is going to go down here any second. She sees the gun barrel. She finds one. She's going not to find the second, but Sage is going to get the kill, and that is going to be a tie game.
Great game from North Texas.
Absolutely. You know, those second round wins are hard to come by when you have the lighter weaponry, but when you play those crossfires, Lilac was sitting in Market as Jelly was sitting in Pizza, and that is an absolute fantastic crossfire from the two players. Jelly may be looking for more than just one kill, but in the end, it is going to be Akeo who helps Sage clutch up, and Sage is showing that she has practiced her ascent map since last night. Last night, I believe she did end up going 2-13 on this ascent map in that 13-1 loss.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so now she is 5-1 on the game tonight. So she is looking to prove her worth on this ascent map. We may be looking towards a Odin here in the next few rounds onto the B side wall. But for now, it is going to continue to be a UD default. That is a great dart from Zimmy, who is playing Sova.
Probably.
Sage going to catch two players in this tiles section. Nothing going to come of it as the UD players decide to slink back into safety and rotate towards this A side.
They're really both teams are really taking their time just to like make sure like first off, like I think I've seen a lot of like people play like in groups. Like you never see like one person play by themselves. It's usually they're all grouped together. So it's like there's definitely strengths in numbers, especially when it comes to Valorant.
Absolutely, Chives is not going to be able to find the headshot onto Sage before getting taken out. K-Win, a great headshot onto Bob, who was sitting in heaven, and Zimi. They want that weapon. Bob with a Vandal in hand. They need to find it. Sage gets the kill onto Jade is who, but after breaking the door, Sage going to swing through. The drop is going to come through. Jelly and Lilac both going to find one. Sage going to find her third to the round, and that is going to be
a round with North Texas.
Absolutely. Bob getting taken out early there with an absolutely fantastic headshot from the side of UD, but it is not going to be enough. They do not find the weaponry to bring it back to North Texas. But now, UD on their first full buy of the game. Do you think that they are going to be able to take this win from North Texas?
I hope so, but right now it's looking like North Texas really knows what they're doing. Like we said earlier, North Texas has 5 wins and no losses. So whatever strategy they've been using throughout these last couple of weeks, it's obviously working well for them. But I'm interested to see if they're going to change up their strategy. Like, are they going to change up their strategy? And if so, is it going to be detrimental to them? Like, could they possibly lose if they change anything that they've been doing?
You know, and you bring that up, and it looks like on this B main side, two of the players, Lilac and Jelly, are actually going to push out into B main. They're going to get one on Chives, going to get a second on K-Win, and that is actually bombed down. Bob finds one on Cat, and now, just like you mentioned, they switched up their gameplay, and they are going to find 3 of the players from UD. Chrissy gonna find a player. Bob gonna get the trade back though. And now all is left up to Jade, who is on just a full HP, but in a 1v4 scenario.
That's tough. Like I don't know how Jade's gonna be able to pull this off, but I believe that as I just said, North Texas again has taken this win.
Absolutely. And the first buy rounds coming in from both teams, North Texas taking a dominant showing, that could be the writing on the tombstone for UD Sphinx. They're going to have to figure out how North Texas wants to play this, as North Texas tends to swap back and forth between a passive and an aggressive playstyle on these rounds. Obviously, the first 3 rounds they played it super passive, waiting for UD to push into them, and then in that 4th round, just taking the fight to them.
What?
Ult comes out from Caitlyn, and it is going to be a
Wow.
fast dash from UD Sphinx onto A. Jade is going to get taken out from Sage by the Sova ult from the tree Link, but UD Sphinx is already on site. 2 of UD's players are half HP, 70 HP, or about looks like about 40 HP from that Sova ult. And Shives is in this corner, going to have to look for a couple kills before getting taken out to make this a winnable round.
Yeah.
Is going to find one onto Jelly. Not going to get a second on the Lilac as she swings out. And now Bob is coming in. The paranoia comes out. The players are blinded. Bob not going to die to Zemi, but Akeo going to get an instant trade. Akeo going to find a second. Kaywin going to find Akeo, but Sage is there for the trade.
We're in a 2v1 right. Oh, I thought we were in 2v1, but it looks like North Texas takes this one once again.
Yeah, no, North Texas finally showing some dominance on the Ascent map. They are looking to 13-1 sweep UD in this map. They do not like what they did to themselves last night against TMU. They do not ever want to lose in that kind of a showing again. So instead, they're going to take an absolutely dominant fight to UD.
What does UD have to do in order to take a round at this point? Because right now it's North Texas is dominating UD 4-1. Like, what do you think UD has to do?
Absolutely, they've got to be playing these crosses together. Once again, North Texas looking to maybe push out. They are going to continue to play passive though. Obviously, that Omen Paranoia comes out early in the round, and just as the name suggests, it makes UD paranoid that they are going to see another North Texas push. So all 5 players are sitting there waiting for something to happen. And when nothing comes through, all that has happened is time has been wasted from the side of UD Sphinx. They've got to look for some picks here early on. They've got to look to play together. Obviously, you see Chrissy, who is the Omen player. When smokes are one of the most detrimental roles in this game, you hate to see your smokes player being the first point of contact on your team. And now, as the smokes are going to come out from Chrissy, the drone comes through. They find one in Boathouse. The dart comes through. Jelly gonna get the
takes
kill
the first
on
kill. Chives just took the second kill as well against Lilac.
Absolutely, and it is looking like Chives maybe wants to drop ult, but Jelly finding all the players. Chives find the headshot, and Jelly with the second ace of the game.
Wow, that was like once it got started. Again, another win to North Texas.
Absolutely. I mean, that was just a firing squad. Jelly was there. She had the lockdown. Lilac does get taken out from the recon dart, but it is not before Jelly is able to find all 5 players from the side of UD. And if I'm being 100% honest, I'm expecting a timeout here from UD Sphinx within the next 3 rounds. They've got to stall North Texas's momentum as they are on a 5-win streak.
Like, you can tell, like the UD wants it so. Oh, Jade is who just took the first kills against J-Li.
And now, after an early kill onto Jade, from Jade, Lilac is going to be forced into an attacker position. Akeo actually swings out from Market and does find one. Lilac swinging out of sight. And now the UD team is going to force themselves onto this B site, and now all it is going to be is they are going to have to hold this site with all the willpower that they have.
Yeah, absolutely.
The swing comes out. Lilac not able to find a kill onto Jade is who. But now North Texas taking this phase.
Yeah, now we're at 4v4 right now. So only one player from both sides have been eliminated. Something like I know is like you could tell UD wants to win against one. So they almost start fighting right away, but that also almost kind of backfires because like they're not taking the time to like assess like, okay, what do we need? How is North Texas playing? Oh, again, now North Texas has taken another win.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a great play from Chives there, sitting in the B main, trying to play the flank watch from North Texas, but unfortunately does end up dying to Bob before they are able to take advantage of it. And now this game could turn even more horrible than we've already seen it, as Lilac has an operator in hands, is looking to peek down this cat side, and Zimi may be the unsuspecting subject to the kill of Lilac.
Yeah. Yeah, I just keep thinking like there's something that like obviously UD. I agree with what you said earlier about like UD Sphinx need. It's gonna go in timer for a little bit because they're like, oh, looks like a drone has been.
Lilac is going to find and let that operator sing onto Chrissy Ray. And now the other 4 players of UD. Sage going to find one. Jelly going to find another. Jelly finds her second. Gets traded, but then Akeo is finally going to get the 5th. And this could be an absolute sweep for North Texas.
Yeah, this could be because UD Sphinx has only won one round. But besides that, it's been all North Texas.
Oh my goodness, I wish we could talk to the players right now. I would love to see that Arcane Sheriff no longer available to be bought. A remnant of the past, as the Sheriff comes from the amazing Arcane series. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I believe it's still on Netflix.
Oh, wow. I'll definitely have to take the time to watch it after this stream is over.
Yep, Lilac still has that operator sitting on the tiles, waiting for an unsuspecting person to come and peek it. But as she gets smoked off, it is going to be a cat push. Sage finds 3, maybe 4 players on this cat side. And now, as the dart comes through, they're going to find 1.
Oh.
Jade is going to get the first kill onto Sage.
Yep.
But there is a player from UD on the main. The bomb is going to go down. 2 players on Heaven, 1 in Tree, 1 on the flank from Cat. And now Bob does find the first kill onto Katewin. Lilac gonna find the second onto Jade. Akeo finds Chives. Chrissy finds the trade. Lilac finds Chrissy. And now it is all down to Zimi, who is going to get headshot by the shorty. Not always seen there, but nonetheless, North Texas now 8-1. They've got a 7-round streak onto UD with no timeouts coming through.
Like I think UD needs. I'm suspecting like maybe 2 other rounds. Like I think they need to take a timeout. They need to figure out like, okay, what is it that they're doing wrong that North Texas is expanding on? Because obviously we're seeing North Texas is absolutely dominating.
And there
them.
finally we get the timeout coming in from UD Zimi, and I'm not entirely sure. They're going to have to talk about how to stop this North Texas team from showing the dominance that they have in these last 7 rounds. They obviously won the pistol round, but after that point, even losing on their bye round, round 2, was absolutely demoralizing to the side of UD, and now they're just looking for they're grasping at straws here.
Yeah.
So Zimi is looking for a way to bring her team back into reality, back into finding a way to maybe send this half to a 9-3. This map is sometimes considered to be defender-sided, and obviously UD, considering having maybe a better defensive-sided hold, and, we can only speculate so much. We can only assume what they're saying. We can only guess what kind of info is coming through Zimi's mic as the timeout ends. And now with Sage at 14-2, Jelly at 11-5, all of these North Texas players having a positive KD. It is looking 2 rounds away from this half. Jade does going to find the early kill again. The last time we saw this happen, nothing was capitalized off of it.
Yeah.
Paranoia comes through, the smokes go down, but UD is going to have to take this site if they want it.
Yeah.
Akeo finding a nice spray shot through the smoke. Bob finding another on the flank. And now this just went from a 4v5 to a 4v3. Akeo finds one. Lilac finds the shorty headshot once again, and then Akeo finds the third. And this could be a
10-1 situation.
11-1, I believe.
11-1, yeah.
UD is on a save here. They're going to save as they need to have guns going into the last round of the half. But honestly, it does not look like any Vandals or Phantoms are going to save them, as North Texas is on an absolute tear.
Yeah, as we're looking at statistics here, Sage has gotten 14 kills.
In just 10 rounds.
In just 10 rounds, she's gotten 14 kills.
And like I had mentioned
That's
before,
phenomenal.
14 kills in 10 rounds after only finding 2 on this map in its entirety last night. Zimi's drone not quite going to find Bob in hell there, but the drone is going to come out. It is going to find the Bob. But Bob going to avoid the shock dart, getting tapped a little bit by the classic. Bob finds 3 on the swing.
Yep.
Jelly finds 1, and Lilac from Tree finds the operator shot. From Flank, I
Wow.
apologize.
That was such a quick round.
Yeah, and that North Texas showing why they are undefeated and why they should be up there with UCSD and with Waterloo.
Yeah. As I was talking about earlier, wherever strategy that North Texas has figured out, like, this is the strategy that we're going to go with, and so far it has worked in their favor so far.
It has. They have been playing a little bit more passive since the op has been put in the hands of Lilac, but it has not mattered as UD Sphinx just walking right into the crosshairs. They know Jelly is mid. She's going to get tagged up a little bit.
Oh.
She's going to find 1 before getting traded, and that is an absolutely fantastic kill. Obviously not what UD is looking for as the dash comes away, and Jelly is unsuspecting, but managing to find the headshot. And now Sage on the flank finds 2.
Sage again.
Does not find the 3rd as Zimi gets 2 kills. Bob finds K-Win. Lilac finds Zimi, and this is an 11-1 half.
Yeah. 11-1, as we kind of said earlier. This is 11-1. This is the
Yeah. North Texas is 2 rounds away from winning this map and showing that they can't, that not TMU may be able to 13-1 them, but they can also do it in a 13-1 fashion. And now UD Sphinx, honestly, at this point, they're looking to map 2. They're looking to the icebox. They're trying to figure out how North Texas is playing so that maybe going into round 2, they can find a way to bring this match back to a feasible 1-1 game.
I agree with you on that, because I think as we're going to each round, I think UD Sphinx are kind of getting familiar to, okay, this is how North Texas play, and when we do go to map 2, I think they're going to try to dominate the second map, but I just don't know. Obviously we don't know until the second map goes in, so we don't know if their strategy is going to work in their favor, so we're just going to have to see.
And now as UD Sphinx, or North Texas, fades towards this A side, Jade is going to find 1. A great kill comes from Chrissy after sitting in the smoke. And now UD Sphinx might showing they have a lifeline on this defensive side.
So right now it's a 5-3-3 with UD Sphinx having 5 all of the players. Obviously, throughout at this point, North Texas has been defenders, and now this one it's switched, and now North Texas are the attackers.
Yes.
I think you mentioned earlier that Ascent is more like a map that's meant for defenders, so maybe this is what UD Sphinx
North Texas is going to end up going into market here. They're going to have to find these players before getting taken out. Chives finds 1, finds 2. Sage finds the trade, and then Zimi going to get Sage as round number 13 does go to UD Sphinx.
Yeah.
Now, we saw this happen in the first half of this match. UD showing that they can win their pistol rounds, but unable to find anything after that. And North Texas actually going to force up. They're going to take the fight to UD Sphinx. And this could be the end of game 1 here. North Texas, if they win this, it puts UD onto a basically full save, as only 150 to 500 credits are in their pockets.
Wow.
And this could be an absolutely dominant showing from North Texas here. They're looking for a fast dash in this site. No kill. Oh, Jelly does
Jelly
actually
just got the first
one,
kill.
And that is what North Texas needs. Chive's going to find 1, but as she gets swung from the right side, Jelly's going to find her second on the round. And North Texas is just a few kills away from sending this game to match point.
North Texas did not like what happened during that last round, so they're going to try and...
Jade finds 1, finds 2, and now in a 2v2 situation,
Oh,
Jelly finds 3rd, finds the 4th. It is a 1v1 to send this to... Oh, and
Oh,
as she is
wow.
full blind, Caitlyn is going to be able to find Jelly, but that is brutal to Sphinx.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Sphinx, North Texas did buy up, so they are not going to be on a full buy going into round 15. But this could mean that UD Sphinx's time on Ascent is limited, and they may have to send this to Icebox.
Yeah. You could tell during that last round that North Texas does not like that UD Sphinx has taken the last 2 rounds, so they were like, okay, they're probably just wondering what's going on and like how can we like kind of like reclaim the wins again, because as we saw when North Texas were defenders, they were absolutely dominating that round, and now that that UD Sphinx are the defenders, the roles have kind of reversed a little bit.
Yep, Caitlyn not going to get any spots on to North Texas, as it looks like it is just going to be a fast push onto this A site. North Texas wants to take this as fast as possible without losing any players. The knife comes through, but the door is going to go down without any contest. And now all it is going to be after this bomb goes down is a 5v5 retake. Sphinx obviously having the better weapons, but North Texas having the better positioning, and it is just going to come down to a gunfight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I just see that Bob has officially have planted the spike.
Yep.
Oh.
Shy is maybe looking for a wall bang here. There's no kills are coming through, really no damage. Caitlyn does find one as the door goes down. Lilac finds a headshot. Zemi gonna walk out and find a kill. Sage finds one, finds two with the Sheriff. Shies finds the trade. And then Bob and Lilac are gonna finish off this UD team as they send it to overtime. Or sorry, overtime, as they send it to match point. Apologies. Now, this UD team is going to have weaponry in their arsenal, but so does North Texas outside of Bob, who is going to drop the Bucky for a full weapon. We may see Lilac doing the same thing with the Spectre here, but as we go into match point here, North Texas is looking like they are going to finish this off. Akeo, 13 assists on the controller role. Absolutely fantastic from her. And an absolutely dominant showing from Sage, 19 and 8.
Absolutely. Like obviously, like North Texas is trying to, they were trying to reclaim those wins, because up to this point, UT has taken a couple wins, and I think that kind of scared North Texas a little bit. And they were like, okay, we're just gonna like go ahead and dominate them, and that's exactly what happened, and it worked out in their favor.
There's going to be a fast dash here from North Texas on this B side, and they're not going to find any kills onto Chrissy. They do not know that K-Win is sitting in that corner. The door is going to go down. Akeo finds the first kill onto Jade, and now it is a 5v4. North Texas, Bob has their ult. The door's going to come back up. K-Win not going to find the kill. Both players on very little HP. K-Win just barely hanging on for her life. And now Izimi is on the flank on this heaven side. Chrissy does find one onto Akeo, who is 1 HP. Jelly not going to be able to find the kill, but does find a little bit of damage. 4v4, Sage 1 HP, Jet 1 HP, and now it is just going to be who can find these kills first. Sage may be unsuspecting that there is a player behind them. The blind comes through, Bob finds one, Zimi finds one, Chrissy gets the trade onto Lilac, Jelly finds Zimi, and now this is a 2v1, and North Texas, I believe, has just about finished this first map off, 13-3 against the UD Sphinx. What are you thinking?
Wow, North Texas is knowing what they're doing. I can see why they're undefeated.
Absolutely, and I'm actually happily surprised at the fact that they are able to take that map so solidly after a 13-1 showing last night against TMU. But UD Sphinx losing map 1 Ascent to North Texas, who is currently 5-0 in this Purple Rain series. We will be back in just a few minutes with map 2 on Icebox. welcome back, everybody. We are just moments away from heading into Map 2 on Icebox. What are you thinking here? What is UD looking for? What are they expecting out of this second map? Obviously, it is their pick on
Hmm.
Icebox, so what are you thinking?
Obviously, I think they kind of see like how North Texas is playing. I think just based off like the last round, I think UD is kind of is going to get familiar with how North Texas plays, and so they're going to try to like beat whatever what North Texas strategy is, and so they're going to just try. I think they're I honestly they kind of need to dominate early on, in my opinion,
Absolutely.
just because we saw in North Texas, they were just sweeping numbers at
Yep.
it went in their favor. I think if UD can do that, it can the second round can easily go to UD.
Absolutely. And on this Icebox map, obviously it has been changed just recently. It is back in rotation only for the past couple of weeks, February 6th, when this map returned to rotation. And now we are seeing it in Purple Rain for the second or third time, I believe. Not a very commonly picked map as it is, just a little bit different. And North Texas, we played on it last night. They had an absolutely fantastic team comp. They had the Harbor, they had a double duelist in Jet and Rays, and then they had an Initiator and a Sentinel, who I'm not entirely sure who was who or what they were playing, but obviously we'll see it as we get into this map too. But once opposite of last map, North Texas will be starting on the offense. University of Delaware will be starting on defense, and it is going to be a battle of who can withhold the longest. Who has, once again, like we mentioned
Mhm.
on Ascent, it is just a matter of who has the better reads, who has the better gun skill. This map
Mhm.
has almost like very like zero gimmicks except for one rope that goes horizontally rather than vertically, which is super not uncommon. There's a lot of verticality on this map, in both the nests on A side, then there's a nest on B side. Kitchen obviously is a top down angle, and then you've got the yellow, which North Texas actually likes to sit on top of
Mhm.
a lot, and I really hope that University of Delaware actually calls it out this time. We saw 3 kills come in from Jelly on the top of yellow box on
Mhm.
B side without it being cleared at all. So as we wait for these girls to get in, once again, I would like to thank Rockstar for sponsoring Purple Rain. Obviously, a $5,000 prize pool is not an easy number just to come by for the women's collegiate Valorant scene. So we are super excited to have them partnered with us as we host this tournament.
Absolutely. Are you energized for the second round?
I am so hype. Obviously, Ascent went horribly for North Texas last
Mhm.
night, and then they brought it back round 2 and round 3. So we are looking for University of Delaware to do the exact same thing.
Mhm.
They've been swept on the Ascent map. They are looking for Icebox, and they're looking for the Game 3 in bind and hoping that they can find something, find a
Mhm.
lifeline, find anything to bring this back into this game.
Yeah, so if you were UD like going to this second round, like what would you want to tell like your team during this second round? Like what do you think they need to what do you think what strategy needs to change for them in order to like potentially get the second win?
Honestly, the hardest thing about that first map is Delaware was missing a lot of shots, and I
Yeah.
mean they were missing. Jade had a couple of early picks onto Jelly, but it was not looking like they had any solid lockdown defense on their post plants. Obviously, they were playing a little bit of a different comp in the Cipher rather than the KJ, but me and one of my friends who coaches the JV league team here, as we like to say, play better, win more, and that is what
Do
Delaware is looking for. They are looking to just play this map better than North Texas can.
you think like if obviously we've seen with I have to even say with the Sen, it's like you said it's a pretty common map within the competitive league, and you said Icebox is recently just came back into rotation. So if you think like, oh, both teams are kind of like somewhat similar to the map, do you think like this can go to to Delaware's way, or do you think it's going to be North Texas again?
Well, Delaware is running the same comp, or a very similar comp to what we saw last night from TMU. They've got the stage for these B-side plants, and North Texas, seeing that, is going to be reading a little bit more onto this B-side. But North Texas, their comp is absolutely fantastic for a particular reason, and that is because Deadlock has just been buffed. Her wall has been almost doubled in its range as a whole. It used to be very weak, as it was basically a sage wall that you could shoot through, and that was useless, right? Because it had no coverage.
Yeah.
And now being 10 meters across, and I mean 10 meters in Valorant is quite the distance.
Oh, wow,
So
yeah.
that wall has been dominant. We saw it last night, absolutely locking down these sites, forcing the opposing players to either shoot through it or rotate off.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, now we're starting to see again, kind of like what we saw within the first couple of rounds of the first in the ascent map. They're taking their time. They're gonna like kind of like figure out where things are around the map, and then oh, there. Jelly is.
North Texas has an amazing read
Yeah.
onto UD Sphinx in this early round. They're just waiting for the Deadlock to come on the
Yeah.
side and plant.
Chives
is
just
going
took
to
the
find
first
one
kill. Wow. As I was kind of saying earlier, like they're kind of taking their time. Lilac just killed Chives.
A tough read from
Yeah.
Chives. Thought the cascade was going to stop earlier. Kaylin finds one, finds
Kaylin
the second.
just took two.
As Lilac does not have the bullets to fight that.
Kaylin
Chrissy's
just
gonna
took
drop.
2 people. That's crazy. Now it's a 4v2, 4v1 against UD in North
Oh, and
Texas.
an absolutely fantastic wall from Chrissy.
I
Bob
agree.
is not going to be able to do anything about this, and that is going to be round 1 to the Sphinx.
Wow.
Not going to get any kills as that wall breaks, and that is going to be Jade's first call in the round 2.
Yeah. As Kaylin just did 3 kills and then just first round. What a phenomenal performance by Caitlyn. Obviously, something I want to ask you, because as me been watching it behind the scenes and also just kind of watching you now, you kind of see like defenders are usually taking the wins. Whoever's defenders are most likely going to win these first couple of rounds. Why do you think that is? Why do you think defenders are dominant right now compared to attackers? Oh, Sage has got the first 2, but Chrissy has taken 3 kills. So has Bob, has also taken Jade.
Oh, and I'm not sure about that wall placement there. She took way too long to solidify it.
Yeah.
North Texas stuck in this corridor, though. They're going to have to take 2. Kaylin is going to get taken
Bob
out.
just took that kill against Caitlyn.
Oh, and Chives is on the flank. These 2 North players are unsuspecting of her presence behind them. She's going to wait. I do not believe she made noise off that drop, which is actually surprising considering the height.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
now, as she sneaks up behind them, she hears these 2 North Texas players. They are fading towards this B side. She's going to walk behind them. The gun comes out. She finds the first one, and now at full HP, 150 health. Lilac only at 50. It is going to be a tough kill.
Yeah.
Lilac sees Chives in this kitchen area. Chives is going to molly, try and deny the plan as long as possible. Lilac has a gun in hand. Chives does not know where she is. And as the headshot comes through, and there Chives with the headshot finds round 2. And Sphinx starting out early on this Icebox map.
Yeah, that's phenomenal performance by her. As I was wanting to ask you earlier, before things just kind of happened, we kind of see that defenders usually takes the first couple of rounds. Like, why my question is, as someone who's just getting used to the game, why is defenders a more like prominent position to be in rather than attackers?
Especially on 2-sided maps, defense is a lot easier to hold down. You have that utility to deny the site take. B, obviously being a little bit of a more difficult site to hold from the defensive side, as it is open before getting to site. And now, as North Texas is going to show why it is such a difficult site to hold, obviously UD Sphinx did not have the correct read onto the side of North Texas. It is going to be a free B site.
The spike has officially have been planted.
Oh my goodness, I love this wall from, I believe, Akeo on the harbor here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Akeo on the harbor. That is a fantastic wall, clearing all the space.
Jelly just got that first kill.
My territory, my room, I have
The ult comes through. It does find one of the players on UD Sphinx. That is going to be
Jelly just got
Chives
that
getting
kill
caught.
again.
Chives gonna fall to the deadlock ult. Chrissy.
Wow. North Texas just got their first win in this round. What a phenomenal performance by North Texas. And more importantly, what a wonderful comeback.
It is absolutely fantastic. Obviously, they're on that bye round. They've got the better weaponry in that scenario. However, Chrissy has been getting caught with her util out a lot, and that can be a huge detriment there to the side of UD. North Texas taking full advantage and getting those early kills onto the healer of UD Sphinx. And now North Texas looking to make a reverse sweep, maybe end this round 10-2.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to happen again?
I definitely could see it coming through.
Me too.
This is obviously UD Sphinx's map, but North Texas is absolutely dominant in this matchup and in Purple Rain as a whole. They're looking to solidify their 6th victory.
Absolutely. Both teams are just kind of like taking their time, just like.
Oh my goodness, what a fantastic read from Chives here.
Wow.
They did not check that corner. Jade gonna find one on the B side. Akeo finds Jade. Is not able to find Zimi as the trade comes through, and now it is all left up to Bob on this B site in a 1v4.
4v1. Yeah, as you said, them not checking like that corner was kind of like North Texas downfall in this round. Now,
all the wall comes through. That is fantastic from Chrissy, and now it is just going to be Chrissy to stick the plan.
Yep.
Chives is going to get their 3rd kill on the match.
I think we might see a reverse sweep. I think UD might take the sweep on this one. Like, if right now, I don't know until the next couple of rounds, but right now, we're kind of seeing like how it was similar to the Ascent round with North Texas. I think it's going to be a complete opposite. I think it's going to be complete.
You're looking for a UD sweep here.
Yeah, UD sweep here. Absolutely.
I can definitely see it happening, but for me, I am going to have to take North Texas. I do believe that they're going to bring this back. They're just figuring out how UD Sphinx likes to play on their map pick. Obviously, North Texas being forced onto this icebox map, not of their own free volition.
Yeah, I agree.
But now
on
as
that
Bob
one.
finds an early pick onto Jade is who, North Texas is going to be looking to take this A site quickly. Excuse me. Chives not quite falling, but Lilac is going to find the kill. Lilac finds a second. K1 finds a trade onto Sage, but it is not going to be enough.
Now we're at a
Jelly
4v2.
is chasing K-Win, does find the kill.
Yeah.
Chrissy, they know that she is last alive in this mid-cubby. Not quite finding that kill. She's got res available, and now makes it a 2v3. Both players almost at full health. Chrissy does find the kill onto Jelly. Not going to find the second.
There we go.
Akeo, a great double team from Lilac and Akeo onto Jade is who.
North Texas, they took this win.
They did. They're showing their gun skill is just a little bit better than UD Sphinx, but not quite out of this yet. UD is going to be forced into a half bye here.
Yeah.
It may give North Texas the tie that they have been looking for in this round.
I agree. I think like with like the first round, this is what I personally think. I think like, yeah, they kind of know how UD Sphinx were playing, but since they were dominating so much, they didn't really figure out like how they were really playing. Unlike UD Sphinx, they were trying to figure out how North Texas plays, and now like as we're coming into this 5th round, both teams are getting similar with how they play. Like now they're both figuring out, okay, this is how they play, and this is how we're going to take this round. Oh, and Jelly just got that first kill.
Bob, swing and find Chrissy.
Could this be another round to North Texas? Now we're at a 5v2. That's tough for UD Sphinx.
5v2, and both of these players are on completely different sites. K-Win is on this B site. but he's going to be forced back into the back of B site. Oh, the deadlock, oh, barely whiffing. They do not know that Caitlyn is in this back site with the operator, with the chamber ultimate in hand. And now as Chives rotates in from the mid section, it is going to be a 5v2 retake.
Oh,
Jelly
there, Jelly
finding the
just
first
took
one.
to Chives. Now it's a
Jelly
5v1.
is going to find her
There we
fourth
go.
on the round.
There we go. Another win to North Texas.
And that is going to be the detriment of a light buy. You have less weaponry. It is not as easy to take a fight in these rounds. And North Texas is going to take those free rounds as they solidify the tie here in round 7.
Absolutely, absolutely. If we're just looking at the numbers for North Texas, Jelly has been, both Jelly and Bob have been absolutely dominating in this round, with both having 8 kills each.
North Texas showing that they have the players to make this a better game for them.
Absolutely.
UD wanting maybe to swing a little too early off of this. Chrissy sitting in that window, which is new on this map. Zimi letting the team know that there are players on this main section. Going to get caught out by the net. Just gonna remove it. And that's where that's what these early rounds come down to. It's just kind of util spam until somebody missteps and the round goes in the opposite direction.
Because it takes just one simple thing to completely change the trajectory of the game.
Yep, and I love that deadlock wall from the side of North Texas as it locks down any entry from mid. And now all of these UD players are going to be forced to rotate back into kitchen.
Sage just took that
first kill.
Chives just, yep. Chives just eliminated Sage after Sage just, oh, Jelly just got two people.
The reload comes through.
Wow.
But Zimi whiffing just as much as Jelly was, whips out the classic and finds that kill. 42 HP left to spare.
This win again to North Texas.
Yep.
I think they did not like that UD Sphinx was winning the first couple of rounds.
Absolutely.
They prove that they're a phenomenal team, and so they were just trying to like figure out, okay, like what is that UD Sphinx is doing that we're not, and I think they're just getting around that. Like I think they're starting to figure out, okay, what is UD Sphinx strategy? And then basically, we're just going to overcome it.
Oh, that is a tough push from Chrissy.
Sage just got that first kill.
I liked the idea, but not enough time before the drone is down to where they have an opportunity. And now the walls come out. The push is coming in. Jelly finds Zimi in mid. And the bomb still on this A side. And I would not be surprised if North Texas actually decides to rotate off here. They've still got a minute left on the clock. Jelly, or
Sage.
on the other side. The
Jelly
trades
just
come
got.
through.
Wow.
It's not gonna matter. Lilac is on the A side, completely free and clear, but the kills are gonna come through, and that will be a flawless round to North Texas.
Yeah. What do you think UD Sphinx is thinking right now? Like what? Like, if you had to guess, like, what do you think? Like, what do you think they're thinking about right now?
It's tough because they're letting North Texas have this B site maybe a little more freely than North Texas would let UD have it. I know North Texas likes to push up to these boxes and test it. But UD Sphinx is kind of forced into a position where they have to give up this site or risk putting their team in a 3v5 retake. And now it's looking like this could be the exact same thing once again. North Texas, the harbor wall comes out, the push could come through. A fight breaking out in mid between Jelly and Bob.
Yeah.
Jelly and Chrissy, not Chrissy, Zimi.
Yeah, Zimi.
Akayo is going to find the first kill onto Chrissy, who is trying to flank. And now the bomb is back on this A side. A has not been pushed but once on this match in 8 rounds. They see Caitlyn is on those rafters.
Jelly just killed just got that second kill, and now we're about.
Jelly is on an amazing flank. Kaywood has
Jelly,
no idea. Zimi
Zimi.
gets the kill, but Lilac gets the trade.
Yeah. Wow.
And it is all down to Chives here. She is going to be able to find the first one, but Sage is on the flank and finds that trade as well.
Wow. Another win towards North Texas.
And now it's just looking like North Texas is going to take their money and run.
Yeah, I agree.
They've got the numbers advantage. They've got the econ advantage. They've got the gun advantage. And they've got the Jelly advantage. Is what it's looking like. Jelly 15-5 on the UD Sphinx map pick. You never like to see your map pick going to the side of the opponent.
Yeah. Jelly has been doing phenomenal throughout this round.
An early cascade, and if we look at Jet here, it is going to be maybe a quick push here. Lilac is going to be trying to find these picks. North Texas does not like to swap off their sites. They like to take it fast.
Yeah.
And as the Harbor ult comes through, they're going to be finding these players.
Bob and Jelly just got their kills. Chrissy just got killed. Jelly just got killed. Chrissy again.
And this round has just turned into it looked like it may have been to the side of UD Sphinx, but it's actually a 2v1 to the side of North Texas.
Yeah.
And now Zimi is just barely barely surviving with just about 20 HP to her name. And now she swings through the wall. She's been spotted. Dart comes out.
There we go. There we go. Bob just took that last kill. Wow.
2 rounds until half. Jelly, it's 17 kills, doubling their Chives' kills in this match, doubling. And then Sage, 5 and 6, did pick it up. I believe 2 and 5 just a few rounds ago. But obviously having those 5 assists, helping Jelly get these kills. And UD, I'm surprised. I do not think that they'll take a timeout here. They're maybe just looking for this 9-3 half. They are on the light buy. So now they're just waiting for maybe North Texas to make a mistake as they're on the econ rounds.
Something I noticed about North Texas is like, yeah, they kind of take their time, but they kind of want to get damage as quickly as they can, and so Jelly just got their first kill against Caitlyn. As I was kind of saying earlier, like North Texas just constantly want to get this done as quickly as they can, because the more kills, more damage they can do against UD Sphinx, the more. Oh, Jelly just.
Chrissy, Jade is going to be able to find the trade, but it is not going to be without a couple deaths coming through. Jade finds another. Akeo finds the trade. Chives finds the kill on the Bob. Akeo does find Zimi.
Wow.
And with all these kills coming through to the side of UD, it is still not enough as North Texas is left with 2 on the round.
And this is going to be the last round before the roles reverse. This is crazy. Like, obviously, North Texas is like what they're doing. They're trying to like get as much damage to UD as quickly as they can, and UD Sphinx has not been able to catch up with the quickness of North Texas. Yeah, this is crazy.
And now North Texas wanting this 9-3 half. UD Sphinx trying to make it an 8-4, and now there's going to be a fast dash onto this B side. North Texas solidifying maybe their 9-3. The plant is going to go down, and Chives almost whipping on Jelly. They know that she's there. She's going to get taken out through the wall.
Yep.
UD Sphinx has 4 ultimates. The Reyna ult gets popped as the flank comes through. Zimi is coming through this mid side. 3 players. Bob hears them trampling. Bob finds one. Bob finds a second. Bob finds a third. And now it is all left down to Zimi. They find where she is shooting from. And that will be the half. 9-3 to North Texas.
Switching sides.
Okay, so obviously, wow. So obviously, we kind of saw with North Tech, with the beginning round with UD Sphinx was in the defender side, they were able to take that first few rounds, and then obviously as we just saw just now, during the last couple rounds, it's been North Texas just getting that sweep of a beautiful run. And now that both sides are switched, what do you think UD Sphinx has to do, like, in order to take this second one? What do you think they have to do in order to get at least a round?
To find a round, I mean, UD Sphinx has arguably a better defensive comp. They kind of have the ability to lock down two sites at once, but North Texas, but now with them being on the offense, North Texas is going to be forced into a, but
Jelly just got that first kill.
Yep, as I shut up on the game plans, North Texas is going to find their first kill. And now Jelly on the flank, 15 HP. Jade is going to get absolutely destroyed by that nade. Lilac finds 2 and Sage finds 1.
Wow.
It's just an absolute dominance from North Texas once again.
What a flawless, as it literally says, flawless.
Yep.
What a flawless performance by North Texas.
Now this is actually the first pistol round that North Texas has won tonight.
Really?
So
wow.
Whatever that means, whatever that they've won every round after the pistols, more or less. So does them winning their first pistol mean they'll lose everything else? I do not know. You do not know. But we're here to find out. An Outlaw showing for the first time in a while. That gun doing 140, and now Lilac on the anti-eco finds Chives, who just had 125 HP. The wall comes down. Jade is ready to jump over this deadlock wall. Bob gets found out. Oh, and Zimi is not able to find it. Lilac finds one. Chrissy finds the trade on the Bob. Jelly finds one before getting killed. And Sage, the gun is out. There are only 6 bullets, and Sage is able to find the spike carrier. And Sage is able to find Caitlyn.
Wow. I know I keep saying that a lot, but I'm literally just so impressed by North Texas impresses. Like, I'm just like, I literally can't even say anything besides wow.
It is
phenomenal. That's literally all I have to say.
We are a simple 2 rounds away from a North Texas 2-0 victory over the UD Sphinx. Jelly is 22-9 right now.
Wow.
UD Sphinx is on the half bye. This could be looking like we're going to match point here in round 14.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't do math.
I can't either, so that's okay.
The nade come through. Jelly wants to push this as fast as possible. Caitlyn getting taken out early. A wall comes through. She's going to find a second through the harbor wall.
Wow. Could Jelly get that third kill?
Oh, I love this boom pot. It is going to find Chives. Oh, a great shot from Chives.
Yeah.
Chrissy finding another. Akeo finding one. And that will be round number 15 to North Texas, who is now sitting on match point.
Match point.
That is amazing by North Texas.
And now, North Texas, it does not care about their econ. They're not going to bonus off that. They're going to be putting guns in their hands. UD obviously having the weaponry now, but it is going to be tough for them to bring this back. 2 operators on the defensive side, and both of Akeo is sitting in mid with operator, and Lilac has it in the A side. Bob by themselves on B. It is going to be a fast dash from UD Sphinx, but it has not been looking like fast is their best play style. The wall goes down. That is going to be a safe plant for Zimi to get down here. But now they have to avoid a trades come through. Akeo finds 2 with the Sheriff. That is huge. Jelly on the flank finds 1. Zimi finds another. And now in a 1v3 scenario, Zimi may just have to let this round end. She finds 1.
Yep, there we go.
Sage finalizes the kill. North Texas in another dominant showing with the same scoreline as Ascent. They're going to be taking it 13-3.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just North Texas showing their dominance in this Purple Rain series, in that matchup in particular, as they now solidify their 6-0 win, keeping themselves alive up there with UCSD and with Waterloo.
North Texas just proved why they're like, they basically just proved to me why are they the dominant team.
Yep. And to end, before we end off here, we've got a couple of streams coming up here. Purple Rain, like I mentioned before, still going on for the next 4 weeks. Next Thursday, we've got North Texas against Waterloo. Somebody is going to be losing their first match of this Purple Rain series. And then UCSD on a week from today, Friday, will be taking on NMSU, New Mexico State University. And then obviously 2 weeks from Thursday, or a week from next Thursday, Waterloo will be taking on Cal Luna.
I am so excited for these upcoming streams. I'm super curious of like, obviously like North Texas is. I'm actually excited for next Thursday.
Waterloo, North Texas is going to be an exhilarating, electric matchup.
I am so excited to see because you just said they never lost.
Yes, neither teams.
Neither teams have ever lost. So we'll see. We'll see who loses their first match in this Purple Rain series.
Yep. And once again, before we finish it off, I would like to once again mention our sponsor, Rockstar. GCU Esports and Purple Rain are both powered by Rockstar Energy. Their energy drinks keep you feeling like a rock star and feeling energized throughout the day.
Absolutely.
I am losing my voice here as we are finishing off these games. Absolutely exhilarating from North Texas. I am going to go get myself a Rockstar. As always, I have been Evan Kettler.
And I'm Kayla Lucas.
And we will see you guys on Thursday.